If you don't mind hanging out with me a little while today, I'd like to take a shot at showing you how I changed the front struts on the Toyota Prius. Insanely cool cars, tool reviews, and auto repair videos. So you may be wondering, is it easier to just sneak in here and take these nuts out? And that's no. I just take all this stuff off. Because even if I could sneak all these nuts off the top of the struts, when I go to put the new strut in, it's almost impossible to get those nuts back on and tightened. And by the time I do all that, it's just easier just to take all this stuff off. So I start before I get the wiper arms off of there with some blue tape. That way when I put the wiper blades back on, I can see exactly where they were. Then the 14 monkey meters. If you're using power tools, make certain it's on reverse. This usually has a little plastic thing here. You got to use a trim tool or a flathead screwdriver to get it off. Once it's off and the nut is off, right here where it's hinged, kind of push down and you'll see it wiggle right there. And then pull up while it's wiggling, it'll come loose. This just pulls right off of there with no problem. There are quite a few little tabs right here that have to be pushed toward the cab and up a little bit. Then do the next one and the next one and so on. Push pins here and here. There's a little piece right here that needs to come loose. And there's another one on the other end, but I usually get away with just taking the one loose over here. We'll see if that holds true today. I push the whole thing towards the driver's side. Then get that out of the way. Pull it forward. Tilt it up, forward, tilt, and wiggle, and come out underneath. Be real careful of the hood rod here, because you don't want to knock the hood down on yourself. This comes out and set it aside. Then there's the connector for the wiper motor here, and on the bottom is where you got to pinch the little lever to loosen it up. There's a clip here that goes into a elongated hole. Another clip here goes into another elongated hole. If you can get around the bottom and pinch it together, it comes out easier. See how it's got tab here and here on this side and this side, but I can't really get my fingers under there to pinch that. Comes loose from this divider right here. There's another doohickey here and a thingamabob there. And we just lay this aside. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 monkey meters. And this lifts up. And while holding it up, pull forward because there's a divot back here that needs to come loose. If you're wondering where all this stuff is going, well, you know me, cardboard and 2x4s. And here's the cardboard protecting the top of the car. And there's all the parts on top of the car without hurting the paint because of the cardboard. Make sure if you're using reused cardboard like this, that there's no metal staples in it. Before I go any further, the trash can and the oak tree donations, get those out of there. We don't need no stinking donations. Normally you flip these over. These are held in place by duct tape because they're old and brittle and they come loose, so they're already just falling over. But you need to be able to get to the bolts. There's bolts all over the place. Lots of them. I'll count them as I come out, so you'll be able to count them when you take them out to make sure you get all of them. Okay, for this, I switched to a swivel socket. If you don't have a swivel socket, you can use a swivel attachment or a wobble extension. So there are 11 bolts. If you didn't get 11 bolts out, if you only got 10, you're missing one. Go back in there. It comes out very easily when all the bolts are out of it. So if you're having trouble, probably another bolt. Look how much access we have now. Wow, look at all that room. We do have some more oak tree unwanted donations. I do not take these out yet. Don't jack up the front end in the same spot I do unless you know what I know about this one spot here that's strong enough. If you go further toward the front, you could crush things including the radiator and the condenser. And behind there, there's a little rod that's not strong enough and it could be bent. So it's just that one spot that's strong enough. And then when I put safety stands in there, I put them toward the front and then slide them to the back till they're tight. That way the car doesn't drop down a ½ inch and cause me to have to change my underwear if the car falls. I'm still using this cheap socket set that I've been trying out that costs, the whole set costs about the same as that one flip socket I got from the Mac tool truck. So they're very cheap. I don't know how good their lifetime warranty is because, like I said, been using it for years to test them out. Look how much wear I've got on them. And I haven't been able to break any of them. So I don't know if they'd warranty them or not because you got to break them to see if they'll warranty them. I can't seem to break them. If there's any of the parts or tools that I use that you can't find a link to in the description of my video, please let me know so I can correct that for you. So the axle nut demands special attention. It wants a deep well 30 monkey meters that's 12 point. I do not touch these without gloves after taking them loose because they can be smoking hot. Woo! Oh, good grief. Whoa. Okay. That's got to be the most difficult part of the job. Getting these broke loose, because I think I will put the actual correct torque later in the video, but I'm thinking they're probably torqued to 170 something foot-pounds. Like I said, I will check that and put the correct torque in the video somewhere before we put this back together, or while I'm putting it back together. Oh, good grief. It's still a little bit tight. Yes. Yeah. It ain't easy being greasy. Let's double check and make sure everything is loose before proceeding any further. Get out of the way. And I'm going to take this bolt out first I leave this bolt in and then take these bad boys out. And if you're wondering how I'm supposed to get that out, open and wrench and pry. Da, da, da. And this is what it looks like right before I take the 3 nuts off the top. Okay, this is a good time to be super careful. It doesn't look like there's anything around this. There's lots of room and everything, but there's the edge of the windshield. And if you get something on there, start backing off, and you get your tool up against the underneath the edge of the windshield, you can crack or break the windshield. Ask me how I know. Well, I'm going to crack that loose first. Oh, I'm only on 2. Maybe if I bump it up to 3. Nope. Still got to break it loose. Oh, by the way, I'm using a 14 monkey meters. That made it easy. Check for the windshield again. Okay. There she goes. She's just hanging there on a hope and a prayer. Yep, see, it just hangs there like my daddy in the back of a KC-135 over North Vietnam. Nothing but a wing and a prayer, holding it up, and no defensive weapons. Just luck. I got even less holding it now. Should we get this out of here without breaking anything? Woohoo! It's heavy. Now, we can't just stick this baby in there. We got to get it to do the strip tease first because it's all covered up. You can't see the good bits. Get that off of there like a savage. Just right. And woo! There you go. Now let's make sure it is what we think it is. We don't want to end up with some extra bits, if you know what I mean. This ain't no Atlanta trip. We want it to have all the right bumps in all the right places and no extra bumps. We're not into that fluid stuff. Get these nuts off of here. We don't want to play with anything that's got nuts on it, especially if it's naked. And there she is, ready to go in. Isn't that a beauty? Look how she dances. Woo! There's a good one. All right. Here's another fun part. You gotta carry the weight. Really get it up there and do this yoga position where you hold up all the weight and reach around. And no, this ain't that kind of reach around, although I am playing with nuts while I'm doing it. So that doesn't sound good, does it? This is not supposed to be that kind of video. So y'all get your dirty minds out of the gutter. This is nothing but strut replacement, I promise. It's nothing to do with anything else. Just reaching around, playing with the nuts. Doesn't mean anything. Not turning Canadian. I wonder if that'll get Bottle Caps to comment. He watches all the time, but he don't ever comment because he doesn't love me anymore. But I bet he'll comment on this one. Won't you, Bottle Caps? Okay. Got 2 bolts in there. We don't have the big nuts on there yet. Been started. Whoa, where are you going? You don't like me anymore either? Jeez. Run away. I don't believe it. I'd run away too. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I probably smell really bad. Need a shower. Okay. Now, see, you can wiggle a little bit. There's not any real adjustment for this, so it shouldn't be out of camber too much. But it's worth checking when I go to tighten these down, because I need to know whether I need to leave it relaxed when I tighten it or push in on it a little bit when I tighten it. Because, I mean, look, there's like a 1/4 inch of movement right here. There's only like a 1/16 of an inch of movement here. That translates to about a 1/4 inch movement right here. This can't move much, but it can move some. So I'm going to push in on it with my knee and tighten it up. Now I'm not going to try to do the final tightening with this, because it could jump around and mess up my nut. And I need to get a torque wrench on that and torque it down. Right now I just want to get all the bits back in place before I try torquing anything. Oh, okay. That's not wanting to go down to hook up, so I'm going to leave that for when I change the other side, and then I'll hook them both up. Now this bracket that holds the brake hose needs to go on back here first, and then this bracket goes on top of it, and then the bolt goes through both of them. Oh, and Tigger Shopcat come over to remind me to tell you that the top nuts here are 37 foot-pounds. Isn't that right? And the center nut, if you want to check it and make sure that it's tight enough, it's 47. And the lug nut should be 67 foot-pounds. Is that right? Is that right, Tigger? And next video should be either the links or these lower control arms. And there'll be a link in the corner. Or is it that corner? Is it, which corner is it? Hey, which corner is it? You ain't no help. Anyway, whole playlist of Prius repairs in the corner. Tigger, you're supposed to be in this video. Look alive. Play your part. Wow. Now he's ready to be in the video, and the video's over. That figures. Changing these links. And the link to the video on the link will appear in the corner. And another link to a whole playlist of Prius repairs will appear in the other corner.